We have just rounded off another exciting weekend here at House of Pain Wrestling. We've seen title matches, we've seen some dancing, we've seen a new alliance formed, and we definitely have not seen Will Roberts. I am Dan Edwards. This is the House of Pain Wrestling recap. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get things started with Hucknall from Friday the 13th of June. We kicked things off with a 6-man tag team match, as it was the bad influences of myself, Mr. Graham Nate Ajax, and the TikTok Kid Zach Davey, taking on the team of Antra Powers, Jackson Ellis, and the Screwdriver Zach Roberts. As the match began, Zach claimed that he had a better cartwheel than me, but I clearly proved him wrong in a cartwheel contest. He then said that I should go back to my Disco Dan ways and dance for the fans, but I was having none of this. This is when Zach, Antra and Jackson all did a dance, and I don't know what came over me, but I found myself joining in. Zach Davey tried to stop me by jumping on my back, but I was just taken over by the music. Eventually, Nate stopped me and we got into the action. Eventually, it did come down to Zach Davey and Antra Powers, and it was Antra tagging in his tag team partner Jackson Ellis, and they hit their combination power slam neckbreaker on to the TikTok Kid, securing the win. The House of Pain tag team champions, the Hellboys of Davey Thompson and Joey Slade, came out to the ring next, and they were soon interrupted by the Bullhammer Kyle Crimson, who challenged the Hellboys to a tag team title match later in the night. The Hellboys accepted, which is when Isaac Carver came running out from the back and viciously attacked Davey Thompson with a chair. He had to be helped to the back, and the tag team title match for later in the night was now in question. It was singles action next, as it was A+ Riley Miles going one-on-one with Scooter. After a very fast-paced, action-packed back-and-forth match, it was Riley surprising Scooter with a surprise roll-up to secure the win. After the match, Scooter did extend his hand to Riley for a handshake, but Riley just kicked Scooter's hand away and left the ring. We were scheduled for our tag team title match next, but as Carl was announcing that we'd have to move things around on the show as Davey Thompson was still seeking medical attention, the House of Pain champion Johnny Sharp came out to ringside and said that he was there to watch the Hellboys lose the tag team titles. This is when Carl told him that, as he was saying, they've moved things around on the show, and it was the House of Pain Championship match right now, much to Johnny Sharp's dismay, and his opponent, the Heat, LJ Heron, came out to the ring, and the match was on. Johnny, not happy with this, was still up for the challenge and eventually locked in his vicious sleeper hold onto LJ, but LJ managed to fight out of this and they both fell out of the ring. LJ was trying to suplex Johnny back into the ring, but Johnny managed to fight out of this and drop down off of the apron as the referee reached a 9 count. Johnny then refused to re-enter the ring, meaning that LJ won the match via count-out, but Johnny Sharp remains the House of Pain champion. The singles action continued next, as it was the standard bearer of British wrestling, TJ Dean, going one-on-one with the former bare knuckle boxer Rocky Underwood. Rocky seemed to be there to have a good time and even encouraged the fans to slap TJ's bald head during the match, and eventually Rocky managed to lock in a vicious arm submission, but TJ managed to reverse this into a pinning position and steal the victory away from Rocky. After the match, TJ grabbed the microphone and told Rocky that he is good, but if he was to take a leaf out of TJ's playbook and learn from him, then Rocky Underwood could be great. In the main event of the night, the tag team titles were on the line, as it was the bullring of Kyle Crimson and Isaac Carver challenging the Hellboys for the titles. However, Joey Slade did come out by himself and said that Davey is still being checked over, but as soon as he is cleared, he will join the match. But to begin with, Joey was going 2-on-1 against the bullring. The bullring seemed to take full control with the numbers advantage, but eventually Joey managed to knock them both down, which is when Davey came running out to the ring, jumped on the apron and tagged himself in, ran wild on the bullring, and eventually they hit their double team maneuver and retain the House of Pain Tag Team Championships. Moving on to Beeston now on Saturday the 14th of June, and the show kicked off with singles action, as it was one half of the tag team champions, Davey Thompson, going one-on-one with one half of Big Man Inc., Adam Bolt. During the match, Jackie T did try and get involved, but Davey punched him in the face, and as the referee was trying to remove Jackie from the ring, Adam Bolt took advantage of the distraction, hit a low blow, and rolled Davey up in a small package to steal the victory. Oscar Prospero came storming to the ring next and called out the House of Pain champion Johnny Sharp and told him his time is up and he needs to give him a reason why he should not cash in on Johnny. Johnny came out to the ring and told Oscar that his time is not up and he still has till the end of the show to give Oscar a good reason, but he understands why Oscar wants to be the top champion in House of Pain and not one of the lesser champions like the Heritage champion Joseph Starr. This is when Joseph Starr came out to ringside and challenged Johnny to a champion versus champion match, but Oscar Prospero took exception to this, so Joe said, "How about a tag team match instead?" Oscar and Johnny both questioned who Joe would pick as his partner, which is when the Heat LJ Heron came out to ringside and said that after the actions from the night before, he wants himself a piece of Johnny Sharp, and we had ourselves a tag team main event signed for later in the night. It was tag team action next as Tristan Wheeler teamed up with a local school teacher, Mr. Roberts, who is definitely not Will Roberts, to take on the team of the heavy hitter Harley Harris and the tribal beef Grayson Clay. Eventually, during the match, it was Harley hitting an Edge-O-Matic onto Mr. Roberts, and Grayson followed up with a running crossbody to pin the schoolteacher and earn the team the victory. After the match, the Bullring came out to ringside and Kyle Crimson said that he was there to offer one of them a spot in the Bullring, but it definitely would not be Harley Harris. The ring announcer Carl then introduced the new House of Pain Full Throttle champion, Pinky the Pirate, but Pinky came out to the ring with new music, a new look, and a new attitude. Carl tried to interview Pinky, but Pinky eventually lost his temper, saying that he's been disrespected for too long and his name is no longer Pinky the Pirate, and even got in Carl's face, backing him into a corner. Alex Rue came out to the ring before things could escalate, and the artist formerly known as Pinky just walked away from the ring. This is when Alex Rue's opponent for the night, Rayna, came out and we had ourselves a match. Eventually, Rayna was looking for his spear, but Alex managed to avoid this in the corner and roll Rayna up to pick up the win. It was 6-man tag team action next, as it was the Bullrings Isaac Carver and Xander Scott teaming up with Ryu Genshin to take on the team of the Stormbreaker Marley Hayden, the Powerhouse Punk Mikey McLovin, and the high-flying Jimmy Phoenix. During the match, Ryu Genshin got sick of Kyle Crimson trying to boss him around from ringside and walked out on the team, but this is when Grayson Clay came out to ringside and looked like he was taking Kyle Crimson up on his offer to join the Bullring, but this turned out to be a ruse, and Grayson hit Kyle in the face instead. With the numbers advantage, it was Marley, Mikey and Jimmy picking up the win when Jimmy came flying off the top rope with a phenomenal forearm to pin Xander Scott. It was the other half of Big Man Inc. in action next, as Jackie T went one-on-one with the other half of the tag team champions, Joey Slade. During the match, Jackie tried to use his baton as a weapon, but the referee stopped him from doing so, and as Jackie turned around, Joey rolled him up into a small package to pick up the win. After the match though, Adam Bolt jumped in the ring and attacked Joey, but Davey Thompson was on hand to even the odds, and they chased away Big Man Inc. In the main event of the night, it was tag team action as the House of Pain champion Johnny Sharp teamed up with Oscar Prospero to take on the House of Pain Heritage champion Joseph Starr and LJ Heron. During the match, Johnny Sharp grabbed his House of Pain championship and smacked Joe Starr in the head with it, causing the disqualification, meaning Joe and LJ picked up the win. Oscar got in Johnny's face for costing them the match, but this all seemed to be part of their plan, as Oscar then announced that he was using his Anytime title shot to cash in on the fallen Joseph Starr. A headlock driver later, and we had ourselves a new House of Pain Heritage champion in Oscar Prospero. After the match though, Johnny and Oscar continued to attack Joe, but LJ Heron and Alex Rue were on hand to even the odds, which is when the artist formerly known as Pinky came running to the ring and took out Alex Rue with the Full Throttle Championship, The three of them then beat down LJ Heron, and the three of them stood tall, each raising their respective championship belts in the air. It looks like we have a new alliance who look to be trying to take over House of Pain. Well, that is all I do have time for today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time, right here on the House of Pain Wrestling Recap.